Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to English Podcast Home. I'm Adam.
And I'm Sarah. We're happy you're joining us today for another fun English conversation.
In this episode, we'll talk about starting work or study, staying productive, taking healthy breaks, and building better morning habits.
You'll hear real spoken English, useful daily life vocabulary, and easy conversations to help improve your listening and speaking skills.
So, grab your coffee, relax, and learn English with us.
Let's get started.
Good morning, Sarah. My alarm clock started ringing at 6:30 this morning, but honestly, I didn't want to get out of bed. I was so comfortable under my blanket. I pressed the snooze button 3 times before I finally opened my eyes. Every morning, I tell myself that I will wake up immediately, but it never happens. Do you ever feel that way? Sometimes I think my bed is the most comfortable place in the world. When the alarm rings, I start making excuses in my head. Just 5 more minutes, I tell myself. Then 5 minutes becomes 10, and 10 becomes 20. Before I know it, I'm running late. I know waking up early is important because it gives me more time to prepare for the day, but it still feels difficult. What is your secret? You always seem awake and happy in the morning.
Good morning, Adam. Yes, I understand how you feel, but I actually enjoy waking up early. I set my alarm for 6 o'clock every morning, and when it rings, I get up right away. If I stay in bed and think about sleeping longer, I know I'll end up feeling tired all day. That's why I don't use the snooze button very often. The first thing I do is open the curtains and let sunlight into the room. Fresh air and sunlight help me feel energized. Then I drink a glass of water because it wakes me up naturally. I think morning habits are very important. When I start my day calmly and on time, everything feels easier. I know many people struggle with waking up early, but with practice, it becomes a habit.
I wish I had your discipline. My relationship with the snooze button is getting out of control. Sometimes I press it without even realizing it. I remember one morning when I pressed snooze so many times that I accidentally slept for another hour. I woke up in a panic and had to get ready in record time. I skipped breakfast, rushed out the door, and spent the whole day feeling stressed. That's when I realized that waking up early can actually make life easier. When I have enough time in the morning, I feel more relaxed and organized. Still, the struggle continues. Maybe I need a louder alarm clock.
Or maybe you need to go to bed a little earlier. Many people focus on waking up early, but they forget that good sleep starts the night before. If you stay awake watching videos or scrolling through your phone, waking up will always be difficult. I try to have a simple bedtime routine. I put my phone away, read a few pages of a book, and go to sleep at a reasonable time. That helps me wake up feeling refreshed. Also, I like having a reason to get up early. Sometimes I look forward to breakfast, a morning walk, or just enjoying a quiet moment before the day becomes busy.
That's a good point. Maybe my problem starts at night. I often tell myself I'll sleep early, but then I watch one more video and then another one. Suddenly it's midnight. No wonder I feel exhausted in the morning. I think I need to build better habits. I really like the idea of having a peaceful morning instead of rushing around. Maybe tomorrow I'll try getting up when the alarm rings the first time.
That's a great goal, Adam. Remember, you don't have to be perfect. Small improvements make a big difference. Waking up early gives you more time for yourself, helps reduce stress, and allows you to start the day with a positive attitude. If you keep practicing, you'll get better at it. And who knows? Maybe one day you'll stop being best friends with the snooze button.
I don't know about that, Sarah. The snooze button and I have a very long history together, but I'll do my best. Tomorrow morning is a new opportunity, and I'm determined to start my day the right way. Good morning, Sarah. I just arrived at work and it already feels like a busy day. My inbox is full of emails, my calendar has several meetings, and I still have a long list of tasks to complete. Sometimes I wonder how everything becomes so busy before 9 a.m. Even though I planned my morning carefully, I still feel like there is never enough time. Do you ever feel overwhelmed when you start your day?
Good morning, Adam. Sometimes I do, but I have a system that helps me stay organized. Every morning, before I begin working, I create a to-do list. I write down my most important tasks and arrange them in order of priority. This helps me focus on what really matters instead of worrying about everything at once. When I know exactly what I need to do, I feel calmer and more productive.
That sounds smart. I usually keep everything in my head, which is probably why I forget things. This morning, we had a team meeting, and while everyone was discussing projects, I suddenly remembered 3 tasks that I completely forgot about yesterday. It was a little embarrassing. I smiled and acted calm, but inside I was panicking.
That's exactly why I love writing things down. Morning meetings can be helpful, but they can also feel overwhelming if you're not prepared. I like to review my goals before every meeting. That way, I know what I want to accomplish during the day. Setting daily goals keeps me focused and motivated.
Speaking of staying focused, I always get distracted by little things. One notification appears on my phone, and suddenly I'm reading random messages instead of working. Productivity is difficult sometimes. I admire people who can focus for hours without getting distracted.
Trust me, nobody is perfect. I get distracted too. The difference is that I try to create good habits. I put my phone away during important tasks and focus on one thing at a time. Multitasking sounds impressive, but it often makes people less productive.
That's true. Let me tell you a funny workplace story. Last week, one of my co-workers joined an online meeting and forgot that his microphone was on. Everyone suddenly heard him singing loudly while making coffee. The entire team started laughing. It definitely made the meeting more interesting.
That's hilarious. Funny moments like that make work more enjoyable. Speaking of coffee, it's almost mid-morning, and I think you're probably ready for another cup.
You know me too well. I already finished 1 cup, and now I'm thinking about another. Sometimes I feel like coffee is my best co-worker. It never complains and always helps me stay awake.
I enjoy coffee too, but I try not to depend on it too much. During my mid-morning break, I usually go for a short walk outside. Fresh air helps me feel energized and clears my mind. Taking breaks is important because working non-stop can be exhausting.
I agree. My favorite break includes coffee and a small snack. I usually eat nuts, fruit, or a granola bar. A quick break helps me return to work with more energy. Sometimes I chat with co-workers during breaks, and those conversations help reduce stress.
Exactly. Human connection is important. Even a short conversation can improve your mood. It reminds us that we're not facing challenges alone.
Lately, I've been thinking about exercising more in the morning. I know it would improve my energy levels, but finding motivation isn't always easy.
Morning workouts are one of my favorite habits. I don't spend hours exercising. Sometimes a simple 20-minute walk or light workout is enough. Exercise improves physical health, reduces stress, and helps me stay positive throughout the day.
I also need to drink more water. Some days I drink coffee after coffee and forget about water completely.
Hydration is very important. Drinking enough water helps concentration, energy, and overall health. Small habits like exercise, hydration, and positive thinking can make a huge difference over time.
That's true. For English learners listening to us today, remember that building good habits takes time. Don't worry about being perfect. Consistency is more important than perfection.
Absolutely. Learning English is similar to building healthy habits. Practice a little every day. Read, listen, speak, and don't be afraid of mistakes. Progress happens gradually.
And that's the end of today's episode. Thank you so much for listening and practicing English with us.
We hope you enjoyed our conversation and learned some new English words and expressions you can use in daily life.
Remember, improving your English doesn't happen in one day. Practice a little every day and keep moving forward.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to English Podcast Home for more real spoken English conversations.
I'm Adam.
And I'm Sarah.
See you in the next